Yes, James Crochet led the team.
He wouldn't run the ball the way he ran like tonight. A couple times where he took off.
That if we're drafting all these players in the first round, we're spending money on these players. That
and there is not much that teams are going to do when you're winning.
Even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away.
That's the Ferris for Giants. I know you're happy.
I got 86 to drink, drop another today. Even if you ain't feeling what I got to say, I can write it, ball it up, and sew it away. Let him hit record and let the beat play. I got 86 to drink, drop another today. I'm more Langston than
I want him to start doing that.
Would have sworn, Lord, I got the end. Him and Wayne with a Marvin getting mine. That should be a big deal. Where do I sign? Living in illusions of freedom. Warning signs like we.
Welcome to another edition of Ravens Online on Gatekeeper. We've been gone for a minute. Now we back with the jump off. I've been enjoying my holiday. How about you, Suge? You have a good holiday?
I had a great holiday. I don't know if people saw my picture. I got a Steelers keyboard, a Steelers mat. I had a great holiday. I was excited. It was awesome. I spent some time with the family. Kids are going to be coming back tomorrow, so get to open presents with them. And yeah, it's been great. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you're having a great holiday. Be safe this weekend. Be safe over these next couple weeks. And let's get it started. The Mexican Santa Claus. Don't say that. Don't say that too loud. Caleb might come in here and say no.
Oh, okay. Well, Caleb has always said no when it comes to your Mexican proclivities. So listen. Thank you all for stopping by. If you are new here, appreciate you dropping in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But if you are returning, you know I appreciate the love. Listen, this is Ravens Online on Gatekeepers. We are family. We are under the guise of the NFL and the Baltimore Ravens. We may fight, we may fuss, but we always come back together. Now, we may have a little bit of an attitude, but it is what it is. Like I said, we're family. We fuss and fight like myself and Sugarton over here. But just know, when you fuss, you fight, you disagree, make sure to do it respectfully. It's the only thing that I ask of you in here. So, before I start the show, I would like to say, sad day in sports, RIP to Pele, 3-time World Cup winner, the Brazilian king. He passed away today, unfortunately, so RIP to him. All right, let's see who we got up in here today. Mr. J, thank you for dropping by. Davon.
Cousin Davon, what's going on?
My baby girl Jazzy, how you doing, Jazz?
Hi, Jazz.
We got Brandon Basil up in the house. Shout out to you, my brother. Oh, yes. Oh, you got the hoodies? I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the support. I got a couple new designs up. One of them's on hold, actually. I don't know. Maybe I got some copyright infringement. Who knows?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's up for review. What's going on, Darius? Thanks for dropping by. Yes.
Darius in the house, my man.
Yes, we got that OA on repeat. And if you look at it, we had to flip it and reverse it. Like this play right here, we flip it and reverse it, like just back and forth. It's just coming and going. we had to see that young man get tossed around like a rag doll. And it's terrible because I had to watch the game to actually get that clip. I was so bored looking at that game. And one thing that I need to say before we start is, why y'all didn't tell me? Like, I need y'all to keep that same energy that y'all keep all year long. Why didn't y'all tell me the refs cheated for the Ravens?
Oh, you saw that? You saw that flop?
It was a couple plays, actually. The intentional grounding. They had like 3 or 4 plays where the refs blatantly gave the Ravens the call. Now, Ravens fans normally, y'all jump, scream, and shout when the refs go against us and the NFL is against us and nobody likes us and it's a travesty. But when it happens for us, y'all keep real quiet. Y'all talked about how we dominated the Atlanta Falcons, but I didn't hear nobody say anything about that. What's going on, Yolanda? Thank you for stopping by. Big Reg is in the house. What's going on?
Big Reg. Yolanda, my favorite Ravens fan out there. Hope you're having a great day. Happy holidays.
Yes, your favorite. We got Lenny in the house. Thank you for dropping by. All right.
Lenny's back. He came after me the last Steeler game, so now he's back. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to talk too much this time. I talked a little too much last time. I'm not going to talk too much this time.
What do you mean? What did he come after you for? Being a Ravens/Steelers fan?
No, saying the Steelers are going to win the game. And we lost.
I mean, so listen. So we'll get to see what happens, because all I've heard from Brodney and yourself a little bit is if Baby Digits would have played the full game, you may have won. So I think
mittens were about to give you those mittens.
He's about to put the paws on us.
He was about to.
I don't know about that. Shout out to Tracy. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you for dropping by. Kogan, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think we went without that help either, because they took away a touchdown from the Falcons. Like, they literally took away a touchdown on a flop. They didn't review it. The guy just threw the flag and was like, we're in Baltimore's cold. Let's get him out of here. You know what I mean? So let's get into this game, this Sunday night flex game. It used to be a 1 p.m. game, but they flexed it to the 8:30 slot, so we will be the last game on Sunday night. Now, I know Lunch Break Hot Take, shout out to them during their live stream yesterday. I picked Pittsburgh to win, but now that I've seen the Ravens are breaking out the all-black uniforms, y'all might be in trouble, Suge.
Look I don't like when you, Jose, pick the Steelers to win, because y'all you're bad luck, And don't take this the wrong way, because I already know you are, but you guys are black cats, okay? Bad luck.
Whoa.
I don't want you picking my team. Please don't pick my team. Pick the Ravens.
Wait a minute. So you just named 3 black cats and called them 3 black cats? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, I said 2. I said you and Jose. I didn't say Bronny, because Bronny's a Panther fan. It's okay. I don't mind him. You 2 though. I don't like you guys. Are bad luck. Bad luck.
So when we pick you, when we pick you, you lose.
Yes, that's what happened last time. You both picked the Steelers, and y'all lost.
Yes, Dave. We come with them black forces on. Like, we gonna have that energy. I was thinking, I don't even know if I really want to go to the game. It's gonna be. It shouldn't be as cold as it's been the last couple of weeks in Baltimore. I think on Sunday it may be 54 degrees. Now I know for you that's not cold, but for us it's a little bit warm.
Okay.
For you that may be freezing. For us it's actually warm. We got Jared Green in the house. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by.
I mean, if you go to the game, can you get me a program or something?
Most definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Big
Rich, Suge, I am shocked you would say such things. Shout out to you, Big Rich.
Listen, don't get me. Listen, see, this is what happens. You get me distracted with these comments, and that's why we always end up running along. Suge told me he needed a tight 20.
That's not what I said. What I said.
What's going on, Jake? Thanks for stopping by. Listen, Suge said he needed to keep this at a tight 20 minutes. He said he had business to attend to tonight, and I intend to honor my friend's request. We might not get 20 minutes in. 25? You think we're doing it in 25?
Oh, I'm choking over here. Hold up. I'm joking. How many more interceptions for the Ravens secondary? None. Mitten's about to throw a clean game this weekend. That's all I'm gonna say.
He about to throw a clean game. Clean game, clean serve.
He's just gonna be all over the field.
But he hasn't done it all season.
Hold on. He's not gonna do it like this. He's like this. There you go.
Little fingers. What's going on, Money Making Mitch? Thank you for stopping by.
What's up, Money Making Mitch?
Pause.
Pause, Davon. Pause.
Swallow. What's going on, MDT Sports? Thank you for dropping by. Listen, if you have not already, make sure you go over to MDT Sports, check out his channel, and just see him cussing out EDC all day, every day. Listen, Jake, I wanted to talk about Mike Preston later on in the show, but I don't know if I can or if I will. I'm sorry, I don't know if I will, because I had some choice words, and some people might not take too kindly to it. So all I'm gonna say about Mike Preston is, if you don't know about him, he's a Baltimore Sun reporter. He's always had negative thoughts on the Ravens and certain players in general. Now I'm not gonna call him Uncle Tom, but if you go over to the website www.baltimorecoon.com, you may get some information on him. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Hey, Big Reg, what's going on? Listen, Reg. I don't know if you can get an hour. This is a preview show. My preview shows are normally 25 minutes and below. So we try to keep to that format. We try to stick to the same thing. Maybe next week. So next week is the season finale of the regular season. Maybe for the division title with the Cincinnati Bengals. So you may get something a little bit different. But I will say, coming up in about 4 days or so will be my 1-year anniversary of streaming on YouTube. Thank you. So we are doing a giveaway. I know I'm giving away a jersey. I think I may have another special surprise coming up as well. Don't know what it is yet. See if I can order if they have them in stock, but I will let you know. DDSQ, thank you for stopping by. Daniel Franklin, what's going on? Also,
Daniel, what's up, man? Hope you're having a great holiday.
Also, there will be changes coming to the channel, being that it is a year. You have to rebrand and redo things. Not sure what I'm going to do, but if you give me suggestions, what you like to see, what you don't like to see, we'll make those things happen. I think for the off season, instead of doing a weekly show, I might do bi-weekly because it's the off season. So it's really no reason to just.
I mean, I'll say it right now. I mean, hanging with Hendo just becomes a full-time thing.
It's not. It's not real. That's not a real show.
It is absolutely real.
First of all, Brodney and the boys won the poll.
Brodney and the boys, whatever. We could switch it up. Brodney and the boys, hanging with Hendo. It is what it is. But congrats to you on your 1-year anniversary. That is awesome. It's crazy to think that we almost met a year ago.
No. We met more than a year ago. I started my channel after.
I know, but we really started talking when you started streaming.
This is true.
We didn't really talk.
We just, Mr. J, go vote. You can still vote. Listen, if you have not already, go to my channel. Go to the community tab in my channel, and there's a vote for what show you all want. You know what I mean? He says it's not real. Listen, go. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. You either vote for Saturday Night Sugarton, which is like a Saturday Night Live spinoff.
I got Friday night late night with Suge. So.
No, I mean it's the weekend.
It needs to be Saturday.
It's the freaking weekend. You know what I mean? It's the remix.
I got a lot of Magic to play.
It's the remix, bruh. You got that. You got that. So listen, Rodney and the boys, late night Sugarton. I mean Saturday with Sugarton. Let's get it on and popping. What is wrong with this? Let's see. I didn't hear anything. So we got a $5 donation. I don't know why it's not working today, but let me check.
It's technology.
It's technology. Well, Money Making Mitch, appreciate you for the $5 tip. He says, do y'all think Lamar plays again this season?
Ooh, that is a good question. Watching what show is it on ESPN? It's not the Stephen A show. It's the other one that they had. But they had Bart Scott on. They had Matt Hasselbeck on, and I forgot who else was on. But they were talking about this, and sorry, they are killing you with hanging with Hendo. Everyone, that's a great name. Whoever came up with that is real smart.
Sure. Thank you.
They were talking about Lamar. They were talking about Lamar, and Bart Scott was talking. And one of the things I took away from that, Bart Scott, and the Ravens fans are praying that Lamar doesn't leave, because he was saying, well, they're just going to franchise tag him and then they'll sign him. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're really hoping for, because right now he's not happy. And one of the reporters that was on the show was saying, well, he hasn't even practiced. He hasn't been showing up for treatment, none of this stuff. So there's something else going on, I guess. And then they showed the news conference of Harbaugh talking and how he was just responding about how he said, we're just going to coach the people who are here. And people were saying, it seems like they don't even know what's going on. Like they're not even talking to Lamar. And
Right.
so people were suggesting this is a bad look for the Ravens because it would be different if he was there getting treatment, things like that, and he was like, I'm here, I'm trying to be here, even though I'm hurt, so I don't want to play, but I'm hurt, but I'm here getting treatment, I'm showing up for practices, I'm here with the team, I'm being supportive. Then I would the Ravens fans probably wouldn't have to worry so much. He's not even at the facility.
All
So
right.
there's obviously something going on with Lamar that he doesn't even want to be around the organization because of the disrespect of the way they've been treating him. It was Woodley, I think, who was the other person on there, the bigger guy. I forgot his first name, but I think it was Woodley.
Lamar Woody. You talking about Woody? You talking about Woody, the New England Patriot former Jet?
Yeah, that guy, yeah. He was even saying, "Well,
Damian
he goes,
Woody.
how are you, Damian Woodley? Thank you." He
Woody.
goes, "How would you? What is it, Woodley or Wood?
Woody.
Woody. Okay, Damian Woody." He said, "How would you? Why would you tell him? Like, why would you want to come play back for a team if you're not 100%? And the team's asking you to come back and play.
Mhm.
Like, that's putting him in a bad spot. Now, I do think Lamar's going to return for the playoffs.
Right.
I think he'll play the playoffs. I don't think he'll play for the Bengals game or the Steelers game. There's no point. But I think what this opens the door to is him playing in the playoffs, him having a good game, but the team's still losing because of the lack of, the problems that we've mentioned throughout the year. And then him basically saying, look, I don't want to be here anymore. Trade me. And that just ending the franchise tag stuff, the re-signing, and just him going to another team because I think he feels so disrespected and so bothered by how the Ravens have been treating him this year. Why would you want to stay with this team? And the fact that we've talked about it so many times, they're not even trying to put weapons around him.
Right.
They're not even, right now, Davon just said it right now. They're talking about bringing T.O.
Well,
T.O.
listen. So T.O. almost just signed with the Cowboys. They just couldn't get the contract right. But he's old enough. He's 49, so he's old enough to be a Raven.
What's T.O. gonna? But if you're Lamar and you're looking from that, if you're looking at that, what does that do for this team? Bringing T.O. So you got T.O. who's 50. You got Deshaun Jackson with bad hammies. Like what are you saying to Lamar by signing these people?
I mean, you're not, to me personally, you're not saying anything, but I will take a 50-year-old Terrell Owens over a James Prochet, a Tylan Wallace, a Devin Duvernay, Demarcus Robinson. I would take him over all four of those. So it may not be sending the correct message to Lamar, but as far as physical play, listen, I guarantee you now at 50 years old, T.O. would probably be the second fastest wide receiver on the team, third fastest wide receiver on the team behind Deshaun Jackson and Andy Isabella. I guarantee it. And that's sad.
Crazy.
I mean, we don't need entertainment, but we need help for the playoffs. We need to bring somebody in here that can actually play.
Saying that he's out. T.O. will score on this team. I mean, maybe, but
no,
that's how bad
it ain't no maybes. He will score on the team. Listen, we brought no need. What's his face? Dez Bryant. We brought no knees. Dez Bryant here. He scored a couple touchdowns. You know what I mean? And as far as the reports on Lamar, especially that's why we made the comment about Mike Preston. He was saying he said something on the radio and put out an article saying, yeah, Lamar doesn't show up for treatment. He's lazy. He's missing this. He's missing that. But today he kind of retracted those statements and came out with another video or statement saying, oh, yeah, Lamar has just been here every day. He's on time. He's good to go. Yada, yada, yada. Now, I don't know if he had the threat of being sued or the threat of being fired. But everything he said, he reversed it. He flipped it and reversed it. But my thing is, we don't know what's real. Like, we don't know if he's been missing time, if he's coming in. And like someone said, I wouldn't come in either. Steve Saunders is an op. He's an op. He got everybody sick with COVID because he thought he could walk around without a mask and just be coughing in everybody's face, and wasn't anything gonna happen. And your boy Harbaugh, he said you.
Whoa, don't call him my boy. He ain't my boy.
Well, you're not yours. I just mean in general, your boy.
Okay.
He thought that, hey, it's okay to bring this guy back. Like, it nobody's gonna think anything of it. I can't fire a friend. So if I'm Lamar, I'm finding my own people, just like Lamar found his own quarterback coach, because James Urban is not that dude. Lamar knows, look, the people that the Ravens are bringing in here, they are shite, and they're not going to get the job done. All right, so let's get into this game, because we already spent 20 minutes talking about nada. As far as the game goes, what is your outlook on the game going forward, looking at the past game, and give me your 3 keys to the game?
I mean, the obvious thing is can Kenny Pickett stay in the game? I know you were making fun of me and Rodney last time, saying that Mitch gave them a better opportunity, but I really believe that Kenny, if he's able to stay in this game, he's not going to make as many mistakes. And we've had this conversation before that you feel Kenny plays a little too safe to his detriment, and he needs to open it up a little bit more. And I think they will do that. We saw kind of that in the Raider game, especially that last drive. He opened it up a little bit more. Was still a little conserved, but he did throw the ball a little bit more. I think that's going to continue to happen in this game, and I think it has to happen because like we've talked about before, Baltimore has, if anything, they have a good, solid run stop defense. They're going to be able to stop you. We know that last time, other than Mitch's mistakes, really your secondary had a real problem with George Pickens, and Pickett needs to get him the ball.
Right.
That I think, once you start to get him the ball to him, Deontay Johnson's going to open up, Pat Freiermuth is going to open up, and those throws that Mitch made mistakes might be there now. Patrick Queen can't cheat over, Roquan Smith, will have to be covering Pat, so I think Kenny will be able to do more. I think Kenny's legs are going to be very important in this game. But he also needs to remain safe because last time Roquan Smith knocked him out, and that we had to put Mitch Trubisky in. So I think that to me is the most important thing. I think 3 keys to the game is getting the ball to George Pickens.
Okay.
I think being able to at least establish some kind of running game. Obviously, like I said, the Ravens have a good running defense, but if you can just keep them honest, I think you'll be able to make some big plays down the field. And I think lastly is our defense. We need to get turnovers. Huntley, we obviously know he can turn the ball over. We need to get turnovers. Now, I've said this, and people got a little upset when I said this. You guys are going to be able to run on us. That's just the bottom line. It's what can you do with those runs. If you're not scoring touchdowns, that's fine. But we need to get turnovers off of Huntley when he throws the ball, make him make mistakes, keep him in 3rd and long, because obviously he's the quarterback. He's going to have to make plays, and if we can have him in 3rd and long, he's more likely to make mistakes. And if we can do that, I think the Steelers will have an opportunity to pull this game out. And so those are my 3 keys of how we can win this game.
Well, my question to you is, at the time, I think you guys were top 5 rushing defense in the league.
5. We're number 5.
You're number 5 defense, number 5 rushing defense in the league. You knew that we couldn't throw the ball. Somehow you still allowed us to rush on y'all. Like, I don't understand. And you think that we can repeat that feat, knowing that we can't throw the ball?
I think you can repeat that feat because you guys got good running backs, and you guys can run the ball very well. And Pittsburgh, for some reason, when it comes to Baltimore, y'all can run on us.
Y'all get soft?
We never get soft. We're like, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. But we, for some reason, when it comes to Baltimore, it is hard. For some reason, you guys can run on us. That's just how it is. I think I don't want to make a conservative effort to stop the run, because if you got to put pressure on Huntley because he's going to turn the ball over. So that's what we need. The last game we played against you guys, we missed on a fumble, and I don't think we had many turnovers. And so that's the important part of this game. We need to get turnovers. Now, I do think Steelers are going to make an adjustment. And maybe that adjustment will be able to stop you in the run game and force you guys to throw the ball. Maybe. I don't know. Gus Edwards has looked really good. He had 99 yards the last against Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, J.K. Dobbins had like 59, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly. So that's almost 160 yards of running.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, again, I will say it. What do you do with those runs? If you are not scoring touchdowns with those runs, it really doesn't mean anything. Now, maybe time of possession, things like that. But if you're able to get them in long distant yards, make Huntley throw the ball, get turnovers, turn them over, 3-and-outs, things like that. Give them 200 yards all day because they're not scoring touchdowns. The Ravens ain't scoring touchdowns. And then in turn, our offense needs to score. When we get in the red zone, don't make turnovers. Don't settle for 3 points. You got to score touchdowns. And I think one of the things I saw from the Raider game from Kenny was he made a drive down the field and he was able to put a good throw on a good ball to George Pickens. And that's what I want to see in this game. He needs to make those kind of throws in tight windows because Baltimore, they're really good. They're a good defense. I mean, we make fun of them, the secondary and all that stuff. They're still a good defense. And if you give them opportunities, they're going to take them and they're going to get turnovers. That's what we cannot afford in this game if we want to win this game.
Thanks. And shout out to Living Energy Drink for the $10 donation. Sorry for OBS not working properly, but Living Energy Drink says, I appreciate the collab. Thanks for the stream. May the best team win on Sunday. Appreciate the donation, but do we really know what the best team is on Sunday?
Yeah, it's the Steelers.
Shut your mouth. Now, if you guys want to be awesome like Money Making Mitch and Living Energy Drink, there is a pinned link in the comments if you would like to help support the show. Unfortunately, today, I don't know why, Lamar Jackson is not dancing with the comments on the screen.
So,
but if you would
Lamar's missing at the facility and on your stream.
Lamar's out with an injury.
He don't even want to be on stream right now. He's like, nope, I'm done.
Lamar's like, I don't want to be in Baltimore right now. So yeah, once again, if you want to help support the show, appreciate it. If not, hey, do what you do. Also, if you want to hang out with us, have more conversations like this, sign up for the Patreon. Links is in the description below. Patreon.com/ROUG. Come hang out with us. We hang out after the live screens. We talk. You can join the fantasy football, the Pick'ems League. It's a bunch of cool stuff that you can get. Now, for all of my patrons that I have right now, just know, what's the day? Thursday? You have Friday and Saturday. You have Friday and Saturday. The last 2 days to request live streams. Now, after that, you can request videos on any topics you so choose, but live streams, you have 2 days, and I need 24-hour notice before I can do it. So theoretically, technically, you only got 1 day to get her done, but that's just for the patrons. But I appreciate y'all. Lemon says, yeah, he got a PCL as well. Yeah, Lamar got some things going on. He's he's running away from the team. He's running away from my show. Hey, Davon. Cuzzo, I thought we were supposed to be family, son. Wow. You don't even have to, first of all, you don't even have to head to the email. If you want to send it through the Discord or wherever. Just tell me what you want. You don't have to go to the email. But I thought we was family, bro. I thought, this whole conglomerate of us was a family, but I see that we're not. So anyway, back to the game. For me personally, this is a tough one to call for me because I don't know which Ravens team is going to show up. Sometimes we look a little, I won't say dominant on offense, but we look a little more competent on offense. We get close to the red zone, but for some reason, Tuck has been having some bad luck, missing some field goals, getting them blocked. We have a timely turnover. Huntley doesn't see a man wide open. We can't get it done. The defense, for the most part, they've been playing well. Have they been playing up to their salary? I still don't believe it because we needed help to beat Atlanta with a rookie quarterback making his second start. Can we keep Najee Harris down? I don't know. I don't know if we can do it. But sometimes we got that juice. sometimes we make it happen. It's just from game to game, we don't know what we have. I would feel a little bit better if we had Lamar Jackson playing. So for me, my 3 keys to the game is going to be key number 1, Marlon Humphrey against George Pickens. We saw what happened the last time. George Pickens worked Humphrey so bad, he was on Twitter apologizing. He was like, look, y'all, I know I'm all pro Marlo, but this rookie, he wanted it. He wanted it badder than I wanted it, and he took my lunch. So that's going to be one key. Luckily for us, and I told you this, Suge. Luckily for us, they stopped going in George Pickens' direction. He caught all 3 passes they get all 3 passes to him for 78 yards. And for some reason, the rest of the game, Tricky Mitch was like, you know what? You've had enough for today, sir. Go sit down. My second key is, are we actually going to be able to run the ball? I know Greg Roman said, listen, I got a vault full of plays with new run schemes in them that I'm trying to unveil for the rest of the for the end of the season going into the playoffs. Will they actually work now playing you guys for the second time? Because even when we had Lamar and as spectacular as he was, the second time we play teams, they play us a little bit tougher. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to do that because JK is looking phenomenal. And when JK's not on, Gus is on. So we kind of have that 2-headed monster. But once again, if you cannot pass, it's going to be an issue where they can stack the box. Now, also, I think Demarcus Robinson is injured. He may not be playing in that game. So now we're down another wide receiver. But have no fear, Tylan Wallace is back. You guys are in trouble now, Suge. Tylan Wallace is back off of IR. So get ready for 2 catches for 1 yard. Get yourself ready.
I mean, that's hard to prepare for, and you're asking a lot.
It is. Now, okay, you know what? I had a third keto game, but Big Reg put it perfectly. Will the coordinators adjust during this game? Greg Roman has been known to have the ability to take games or take wins right out of our hands. We run the ball effectively. We average 8-9 yards a clip. And then he says, you know what? Let's not run anymore. Let's throw. Let's see if we can do something a little different. Because guess what? These teams are actually zigging. Now I'm going to start zagging. And it doesn't normally turn out the way that we normally want it to. So, do you really think the Steelers are going to win this game, Shit?
I do. I think it's going to be a tough fought game. And I think that we're going to be able to I think Kenny's going to be able – I think Kenny turned the corner. You know, they've been talking about him. You know, he's been improving a little bit every game. But can he be that franchise quarterback? I know if you talk to Bronny, you know, they were talking about it on the stream last time about franchise quarterback. And there wasn't really any of this draft, and really the only one that was taken was Kenny Pickett.
First round.
And a lot of people were like, we don't know. I think that last drive last week really turned the corner for him. And I think it's going to give him confidence. And I think he's going to be able to build off of that. And I think he starts here. Because I said it last time. You want to be a Steeler. You want to be known for a Steeler. You want to be that guy. Beat the Ravens. Now, he wasn't able to do it because he got knocked out of the game early. But I think now, if he could come in this game, walk into Baltimore, and right now you guys are reeling. You know, if you lose to the Steelers and then you lose to the Bengals, you don't win the division title, and I'm thinking you're probably paying like Miami or somebody, or the Bills. Is it Miami or the Jets?
No, it'll be I believe like the Jags.
Okay,
the Jags of Tennessee, whomever comes out of the South.
And what happened the last time you guys played the Jags?
Yes, and they're playing a lot. They're playing a lot better now than
they're playing a lot better. So, if Kenny wants to really step up and say to the fans, the Steeler fans, next year, I'm going to be able to do some damage.
Right. You
need to. Oh, shout out to 69 Mega, my favorite people all up in here. Let's kick them out. Davon, you got that? Sorry, I gotta.
You good?
Okay, those are my favorite people right there.
Yeah, I hate.
They always come in. They always come in.
They find everybody's streams. Everybody's streams they find. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I let them stay when they come into mine.
I know you do.
More views. But I think if Kenny wants to take that next step, he needs to beat the Ravens.
Right.
And walk in this game confidently. get it going in this game, throw some touchdown passes, throw to George Pickens, throw to Deontay Johnson, show that hey, I am that guy going into next year. We're going to be okay. And I think I think he can do that. Again, I'm a little worried. You guys, it's a divisional game. No matter who plays, it's always tough. Now I was thinking about this earlier. We are in the position you guys were last year, where we had beaten you, and then you guys had kind of reeled, kind of fallen off, and you guys just needed to beat us at home to make the playoffs, and we ended up beating you, and we ended up making the playoffs. Now it's kind of reverse. Lenny was talking about it. If you guys beat us, Tomlin gets his first losing season. I have to wear a Ravens jersey. And Lenny, okay. But there's a you said y'all said that last year.
Listen, Lenny out here spitting facts.
Okay.
He out here telling the truth. I might change my pick now. Lenny got me believing you in the bank on New Year's Day. We cannot begin 2023 with a loss to our hated. Well, I don't even know if y'all are rivals.
To the mittens.
I don't even know if y'all are rivals. Maybe Cincinnati's more considered our rivals now.
Cincinnati's garbage.
So is Pittsburgh. But listen. So if Lenny is correct, always remember from this day going forward, the Baltimore Ravens were the first team to cause Mike Tomlin to have a losing season.
Might cause him to lose his job because the way Steeler fans are acting.
Come to Baltimore.
God.
Come to Baltimore.
God.
Yes.
No, he's going to go to Tampa, coach Tom Brady, and then Brian Flores is going to take over the Steelers.
No, you don't want to stay there. Come over here. Come to us. So George Pickens had the game-winning touchdown last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we could have had him, but instead, I'm gonna give you two people, okay? And I'm gonna let you guess which is which. We've got player A. 1 game played, one play on defense, 1 play, 2 plays, 3 plays on special teams, I believe. Okay. Player B, 0 games played, no stats. Who's player A?
I don't think that's Njabo, right? No.
It is a Jabo.
Oh, it is Njabo. Okay.
It is a Jabo. Do you know who player B is?
No, who's player B?
Player B is me. I'm player B. I got the same goddamn stats as David Ajabo, but he was a 2nd round pick.
Jesus. And I know I bust your balls about this all the time because I'll watch a Steeler game and George Pickens will make a play and I will message Hendo and be like, y'all could have had him. And Hendo tells me to shut up, Suge. I don't want to hear it. Because let's be honest, he's a really good talent. Like you watch him play. What I love is his enthusiasm for the game. He like you said, he blocks. He goes out there to block and he puts a hit on guys. He goes out there to catch the ball and he does it effortlessly. Start player B facts. And he really energizes the Steelers sometimes.
Right.
And I think a lot of people took that the Colts game and were trying to like, oh, see, he's selfish. He's not a selfish guy. I mean, he really, really like is there for his teammates. And there was I think it was the play for Connor Hayward against Atlanta where he scored and Pickens was going crazy for him, and so I think what I like about him is just that. And imagine that on Baltimore. Imagine that in the beginning of the year, like to have that kind of player. Now it would be tough, because Lamar's out for him right now and having to deal with Huntley. But if Lamar would have that in the beginning of the year, I think Lamar plays this game. If he had a guy like George Pickens where he's coming back to that guy, right. I think he's playing this game, and I think he's playing in the Bengals game to get some of that, going because for the playoffs. So, I'm glad we drafted him. For some reason, don't know why we can draft middle linebackers and wide receivers. I don't tell me why, but we just can't. So, shout out to Ferris.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get that at all because we just came off a record-setting injury season for us as a team. We had so many players in rehab already that weren't playing the first half of the season. Why would you intentionally go out there and draft somebody that got injured that year? He didn't get injured last year and was rehabbing. He got injured that year. I don't know what they thought that Ajabo was going to bring to this team.
Yeah, and the only thing that George Pickens, and the only thing and everyone talked about him was his character. His character. They questioned his character. That guy has been a model since being on the Steelers.
I don't think that they football, not football. I don't think that they question his character. I just think that they question the fact that he was a loose cannon and he couldn't be controlled.
It's football. It's okay. Does he seem under control with the Steelers?
And that was my question. And people keep saying, "Oh no, he does weird stuff. He does this." There's a lot of weird people in the NFL. Joe Namath was weird. Like, it's a lot of weird people. But has he gotten in any trouble?
Nope.
Has he caused any dissension on the team? Yes, he wants the ball. What wide receiver, other than a Baltimore Ravens wide receiver, doesn't want the ball?
Wow.
But I'm being honest.
Don't forget the tight end.
What tight end? We don't got no tight end. Oh, you talking about Andrews?
No, likely. That was the next tight end, next great tight end.
Yeah, okay.
He was the next Kelsey.
Yeah, he was
likely to be the next Kelsey.
He was likely. Yeah. ZDB says, with the 24-year-old MVP quarterback, don't forget that. Yes, we could have had Dotson, we could have had Watson, we could have had so many people, but we chose to take a punter, an injured outside linebacker, an injured tight end. Because don't forget Charlie Kolar, who you have not seen all season long. I mean, what's going on, Brady? Thank you for joining the live stream.
He shows up.
Right. What the hell he was doing?
Late. He ain't doing nothing.
He's supposed to have been on here.
Hey, he ain't playing PS5, I can tell you that.
No doubt. Oh, man, it's been 42 minutes. Like, we've been in here just a tad bit too long.
Have we though?
We have. It's been a tad bit too long. All right, so couple of things going on. Let's go to this NFL news. Do you have any thoughts on the Derek Carr situation and the Las Vegas Raiders as far as the treatment goes? Do you think that it's more on Derek Carr, or do you think that it's actually on the organization?
I've said it since the beginning. Derek Carr sucks. Any Carr in the NFL sucks.
Wow.
I don't like Derek Carr. I don't care for him. His brother David can go eat a dirt
taco.
Sandwich.
Eat a taco.
Eat a dirt sandwich. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but but Derek Carr, to me, like people are like so overhyping this. What's the guy? I always forget his name, but Joy Taylor, and she does a show with him.
Emmanuel Acho?
Yeah. They were, well, Derek Carr had to deal with this and deal with that, and deal with this. Yeah, but he goes on the field, he still plays like crap.
I mean,
he had one good year, 2 good years. Other than that,
so most of his years have been decent. And I get what you're saying, but you have to look at it like this. You have an organization that has a guy that was jailed for vehicular manslaughter. You have a coach that was probed by the NFL and literally got forced out of the league. Your head coach, your leader, the guy you're supposed to look to. You have four first-round picks in the last 3 or 4 years that have either been released, waived, or traded. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, but they still go get you the number one receiver supposedly in the NFL, and you still can't do anything with him.
But as we know,
Tyron Waller's been hurt. All right, cool. The running back's been killing it.
Yeah, he has been killing it.
You have a decent line. You have a decent defense, and you can't. You go and then you want to go throw 3 picks against Pittsburgh.
He's played hard.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay,
You know what David Carr is? He's Baker Mayfield. That's all he did.
Derek Carr or David?
David Carr, Derek, David, they're all the same. Piece of shit cars.
I mean, Derek is a little bit.
They're lemons. Okay, that's what they are. They both, but they're both. He's Baker Mayfield. That's all it is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Now people want to. I know Jose was talking about last night. Well, it's the coach. It's the coach. The coach ain't throwing 3 picks.
Yes, but the coach did change the offense that was successful from last year. They did go 10-7 last year and made the playoffs and almost should have beat the Bengals. They had a little, Bengals had a little help from the refs, but they were decent. My thing is, and maybe you can't identify with this like I can, being a Ravens fan, when you have a certain level of success, to me, you build off that success. Now, okay, I see me coming in as a brand new head coach or whomever, offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter. I see that you have, Suge, I see you have success with certain plays, right? I see you do better plays than others. Some plays that I call, you always throw an incompletion or interception. The other plays that I call is always for positive yards, it's for touchdowns. I'm going to build on that. I'm going to build on your strengths and try to make you a better passer, make you a more complete player. But Josh McDaniels has proven throughout his tenure as a head coach, he cannot elevate it. He changes things to the way that he wants to have it. He doesn't really give a damn because he didn't want Derek Carr to be his quarterback in the first place. He's been recruiting Tom Brady, and the rumor is Tom Brady's supposed to pop up and come to the Raiders next year. I mean, I think that they equally have some fault in this because Derek Carr has not been playing very well. Now, there are a lot of factors to it. He hasn't. Listen, he's on my fantasy. He's the reason that I lost fantasy because he plays so goddamn poor. But I think that the organization has to take a lot of responsibility on this one. I also think that you still have a shot to make the playoffs. Now, I know they say, oh, why would you make the playoffs and get a worse draft pick and all this other stuff? For me personally, my thing is, yes, a lot of teams would like better seeding when it comes to draft. But once again, this hits close to home. When your GM can't draft, it does not matter what number you are. It doesn't matter where you pick because the Raiders have proven they've had like 6 first-round picks over the last 4 years and have hit on none of them.
No.
So
no, I get what you're saying. It's just to me, and a lot of people are saying it. And let me ask you: if you take Lamar and you put him in the Raiders and put Derek Carr, whatever his damn name is, you put him in the Ravens,
right?
Is Lamar putting up the same? Is he doing what Carr did? I don't think so, and I think that would be in spite of Josh McDaniels, and so that's why I just don't think Carr is a good quarterback. You say he's decent. Okay, cool. I'll go. He's decent.
He's top 15. He's top 15.
He's serviceable. But yeah, but you don't. But in this league now, not coming from one of the 2000s when you needed a top 5 defense, a good running game, and a serviceable QB. Now you need a top 10 QB if you want to compete.
Everybody can't have a top 10 QB.
But you need to get close to one.
Okay, so
Kirk Cousins is a top 10 QB, but he's pretty close.
No, he's got a top 1 wide receiver. Yeah. He's got the wide receiver.
Carr has Adams.
Yeah,
but you want Adams on the Ravens right now?
Oh no, listen, I'd kill for Adams to be on the Ravens.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But you can't say, well, Kirk Cousins has a top receiver. Supposedly, supposedly Adams was the number 1 receiver.
Listen, but in the NFL. They also have Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, Dalvin Cook, TJ Hawkinson. Derek Carr had Devontae Adams.
As Waller.
He's been hurt. He's been hurt most of it. Who?
Not Winslow. The little white boy.
Renfro.
Why is that Winslow? My bad. I'm thinking of Keller Winslow.
Waller's been hurt most of the year.
Waller has been hurt. I'll give him that. Yes, but his running back hasn't, and that guy's been running like a horse.
Right. But I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, yes. I'm not really saying
Davon. Yes, Renfro. My bad.
I'm not really a Derek Carr fan. I'm just trying to. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I know you are.
Because my thing is, I've given everything to this organization. I've bled, I've cried, I've done everything I could to keep this organization afloat. And you tell me, hey, bro, I'm gonna need you away from the facility these last 2 games. I'm gonna need you to take a break and go home and do your thing just in case, so you don't get hurt, so we don't owe you a bunch of money. Respectfully, and for me personally, if you know me, respect is the biggest thing. Damn the money, I'm gonna make my money. But my biggest thing is respect. You're not respecting me. And I went out here and I got Devontae Adams to come here. He
That's
came out and
true.
said this
That is
tweet.
true. Yeah.
I'm here because of him. So
That is
if they get rid of Derek Carr, because it's looking like that's the way it's going to go. Because for me, the relationship would be a little frayed. You sent me home, you're putting in somebody else when we're in playoff contention. And the Dolphins are real, and so we might have a legitimate shot to actually make the playoffs. But I don't know.
No, I do agree. You're right. If they need the coaching situation, they need to figure that out because everywhere Josh McDaniels go, he's been garbage. You're right, 100% right about that. But I just don't feel Derek Carr is that guy, and we go at Kirk Cousins, but yet at least he does something. Derek Carr really
no. Listen, Devontae Adams is an exceptional route runner, contested catch receiver,
and can push over photographers like there's nobody.
But true, but there is a different level when you talk about what Justin Jefferson can do, because all Kirk Cousins does is throw the damn ball up, and we've seen it time and time again. He just chucks the ball in the air. It's not like he's throwing these pinpoint passes. He's just throwing it up. KJ, Adam, Hawkinson, all of them dudes are going out there and getting it. So let's not give Kirk too much credit.
Hold on, Ferris. He's saying Kirk Cousins hasn't done shit. He won a playoff game.
Okay.
He won a play. Was Derek Carr hasn't won one?
Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl. What are you saying?
Well, Matt Stafford got carried by a defense. Okay,
but you almost made me forget my point. I 3 words. Let's do word association. Let's see if you understand where I'm going with this. Pot, kettle, black.
Are we talking about tea?
No, we're talking about the pot calling the kettle black. In reference to you saying they need to go out and get a top 10 quarterback, someone that's more than serviceable. What do you have quarterback in your team right now, sir? But you said you need more than serviceable. So
we have but he's a rookie. So now next year he needs to prove that he can either be at least a top 10 quarterback or above serviceable. And
Justin Herbert was a rookie and he was a top 10 quarterback. What's your point?
What did Justin Herbert do?
He had touchdown.
He finally made the playoffs this year.
No, he had touchdown and yards. He was a top 10 quarterback as a rookie. So being a rookie is not an excuse.
But did he start the whole season?
Yes, he did, because he had a doctor.
Kenny hasn't started the whole season. Kenny hasn't started the whole season
because he wasn't good enough to start the whole season.
No, it wasn't that.
But I'm gonna listen.
They didn't want him to start.
I'm just picking with you because Herbert wasn't supposed to start until they punctured Tyrod Taylor's lung.
Oh, yeah, they did that on purpose.
They did. Right before the first game, they did that on purpose.
And Ferris, what playoff game you do not remember them beating New Orleans when homeboy missed the tackle? Come on, man. You know more football than I do.
Whoa. What? Are you talking about the Saints and the Vikings?
Yes.
Kirk Cousins wasn't the quarterback that day.
Oh, who was that?
It was man, he went to Denver.
I thought it was Kirk Cousins. Okay.
No. Was it Kirk Cousins?
Oh, that was Case Keenum. Case Keenum. I thought hold up.
Yes. It was Case Keenum. You gotta look it up right now. You know what? I appreciate the fact that you will actually look up your wrongs, unlike some people.
Yeah.
They just spew.
Yeah, he has won one playoff game.
Yeah, but it wasn't that playoff game. That's the point that we're making.
No. It was you sure?
Yes, it was Case Keenum. I remember that
because it was a 2020.
It was to Diggs.
He threw 2020 wild card against New Orleans.
It was Case Keenum. That was a quarterback.
I know, but Kirk Cousins won a game against New Orleans wild card.
Okay,
19 for 31.
Listen,
1 touchdown.
Unlike the Steelers recently, some teams make the playoffs in consecutive years. I know the Steelers might make it, miss it a couple years, come back, make it, miss 3 more years. But some teams consistently go to the playoffs year after year. I know it's hard to believe, but it happens. It happens. Like C said, the Vikings beat them in back-to-back years.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I was thinking of the right game, the right two teams. I just got the wrong one.
The wrong game.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, we've been in here 50 minutes. I told you it was going to be a quick 20. So now we're going to get to these picks and get up out of chair. What's so funny?
Ferris. You know what? Ferris always coming after me, coming at my neck, but I still love the guy. So
No doubt, no doubt. All right, let's start off with the Thursday night game. Dallas playing the Tennessee Titans. Your man Joshua Dobbs, former Steelers quarterback, is going to be making his first start in the NFL. I believe this is his first game since 2018 that he's actually played in. Who you got in this one?
Oh, who's Dobbs playing for?
He's playing for Tennessee. Tannehill's out,
Dallas is winning this game.
No, you don't even want to think about that? Yeah, I forgot. Yes, Davon. Henry's not playing as well.
Henry. Yeah,
Henry is not playing as well. All right, the next game we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Ugh, two bad birds.
Right, I can't call it.
Come on, you know what? I want to see the dirty bird. Let's go Atlanta.
You going to Atlanta?
A dirty bird. Let's go.
I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, I guess I'll go with Atlanta as well. Okay, in the next matchup, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
Can Detroit still make the playoffs?
Yes, I think they have a long shot.
I'm gonna go with Detroit.
You doubting Justin Fields?
I'm going with Detroit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Detroit too. I think Justin Fields is doing his thing. He is actually 244 yards away from breaking Lamar Jackson's rushing record for a QB in a season. I need Detroit. I need Detroit.
You'll get labeled as a running back.
He already is labeled as that because in the beginning of the season, like the first 6-7 games, he was passing for 70 yards a game. What's going on, Raven C? Thank you for stopping by.
Raven C.
Yeah, Al Bundy. You know what? Suge told me it was Al Bundy on there. I thought it was Kenny Pickett. I didn't have my glasses on.
You a damn liar.
I didn't have my glasses on. I really couldn't see that well. So, yeah, I put Polk High Legend instead of Steelers Legend. My bad. All right, the next game, we have the Denver Broncos and Let's Ride heading up to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. This should be an easy one.
I mean, Let's Ride Kansas City.
Okay. I think Mikey picked this to be an upset.
I know he did. He's crazy.
He picked this one. I hope
so.
I hope he does that in the Pick'ems league because I'm only up by 14. I'm only up by 14 points. Somehow he stormed back into second place. Ugh. So I'm only up by 14 right now. So I need him to make that one and that not to come true. But yeah, I think Kansas City is going to stomp a mud hole into the Denver Broncos easily. Next game. This might be a tough one to actually decide on because Tua Tagovailoa is actually not playing in this game. We have the Miami Dolphins traveling up to New England to take on the Patriots. Who you got?
Yeah, so I'm trying to look up. I think the Steelers need the Patriots to win this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, listen.
I don't know if I'm going to look for it, find it, but I think we need. I think we need the Patriots to win, and with Tua out, I am actually thinking this is going to happen. So I am to say the Patriots.
Okay, so listen, there is he said Miami because Tua not playing. So there is no way this week that Pittsburgh can be eliminated from the playoffs if they win. Yeah. So if they win, no matter what happens in all the other games, they still won't be eliminated. So with that being said, without Tua, with Teddy Bridgewater, quarterback in Miami, in the cold, I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, we're going with Dirty Mac.
I'm going with New England, even though Mac Jones is a horrible QB. Listen, this is a horrible week for football in picking games because there's some terrible matchups. Like the next matchup that we have the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Newark, New Jersey to take on the New York Giants.
Who decided to put this game together? Good Lord, I'm gonna fall asleep just looking at it.
Right. Anybody watching?
I would say, come on, Ferris, don't let me down. I'll say New York.
Yeah, listen. With the sorry quarterback situation going on in Indianapolis, um, and Jonathan Taylor actually being done for the season, I'm gonna have to go with the New York Giants. What's
Ferris,
going on,
Ferris,
Jared?
Ferris is making fun of you.
Why is he making fun of me?
He said East Rutherford, New Jersey, shitbird.
Newark, New Jersey, East Rutherford. Listen, you are called the New York Football Giants, but you play in New Jersey. I don't give a damn what city you name. It's still New Jersey. It's not New York. What's going on, Don C? Thank you for stopping by. Like, let's get that correct, sir. Why are you cursing at me? It's holidays. You can tell when people don't have.
Right,
You can tell when people don't have coof. They don't have any coof and don't know how to act in front of company.
right. Ferris always cussing me out.
Right. I don't know why some people like him. He's just foul mouth, potty mouth. All
Potty
right.
mouth.
Potty mouth. All right. In our next matchup, no, this is not a good one. We have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Pennsylvania to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let's not forget who.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, let's not forget. Oh, they're back. Let's not forget that Andy Dalton is still quarterbacking the team.
Who's quarterback for the Phillies? Is Hurts out?
They saying that Hurts might be back, but even with Gardner Minshew, I still believe that Philadelphia has just more of a complete team.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. New Orleans just they ain't got it.
Yeah. Well, look. Shout out to 69 Mega. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that follow button and come follow me because I won't kick you out of my live streams.
You dirty birdie.
But in this case, speaking of dirty birdies, I'm gonna go with Philly when they literally threw snowballs at Santa Claus. So, yes.
All right. Yes, Paris, you have no proof. Look it up. Look it up. All right. Next matchup. Oh, this is a tough one. This was going to hit a little close to home. We have the Carolina Panthers traveling down to Florida to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you have?
Who do I have? Well, of course, I'm gonna go with the team that has the ability to win the division. I'm going
Both teams.
the Carolina Panthers. Let's go.
But if Tampa Bay wins this game, they win the division. So
Yeah,
both teams have the capability.
But I'm just saying Carolina deserves to go to the playoffs.
They do. I should pick Carolina, but when I pick against Carolina, they win. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a jinx, a curse, but that's okay, Brady.
Look at Brady. See, look at Brady. Brady is starting to like kind of turn the leaf here because he's like, you know what? I might as well see him in the playoffs.
Okay, Brady.
But
listen, Brady's motivated me. Keep pounding. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson just not playing well at all. Not playing well at all. Taking on the Washington Commanders. Now, the Washington Commanders are going to be without Taylor Heineke. He's been benched for Carson Wentz. I think that right there may be the difference in the game. Now, you thought that Deshaun Watson wasn't playing well. Yeah, Carson Wentz, his teammates don't even like him. So I don't. But they made
that poor guy. He was on a great team, gets hurt. His backup wins the Super Bowl, and he ain't been right since.
Well, the team they say his teammates just never liked him. So I think they were going to let him go regardless of what was going to happen. It's just that it has nothing to do with football skill. It's just that he's not a good locker room guy. He's not a true leader from what they say. And, he brings organizations down. That's why he keeps going from team to team. Remember last year he was on with the Colts. Right. Yeah. So who you got in this game?
Well, look, I want to see Detroit make the playoffs. So I guess I need Washington to lose. So I'm going with Cleveland. Mr. Massage all night, is going to get a win finally in Washington, D.C.
Well, if anyone knows me, they know I hate everything D.C. So I'm going for Cleveland just off that fact. I don't care who they had on their team. I'm pulling against Washington every time.
Every
Maybe
time.
maybe not in the pick'ems though. I'm gonna have to think about that one real quick because that really counts for something. Uh, so next up, which this one is not going to be a good game. This one should be a blowout. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars and Duval traveling down to Texas to take on the Houston Texans. Who you got?
Another snooze fest. I got Jacksonville. Got the Jags.
He said, "What's the grudge from?" Listen, if you're from this area, maybe not now, but for my generation, Baltimore and DC just didn't get along, and
That's a long time ago.
we've shut the hell up, and we've always had a strong dislike for one another. I don't know if we're competing cities, and but we've just always had a problem. So I've always, from a young man, hated DC. The first football game I believe that I ever really paid attention to was the Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos playing against the Washington Redskins. And for some reason, I was drawn to the Denver Broncos, and I was like, "Yo, I hate that team." Then I found out they were from DC. Yeah, it just kind of went from there. So yeah, in this game, Jacksonville's gonna win. Like, hands down, they should destroy Houston. They beat us. Hopefully we don't see them in the playoffs because I don't know if we can handle the revamped new look Jaguars, especially with a healthy Travis Etienne. What's going on? We got OTR Mike. We got OTR Mike in the house. Listen, if you have not already, you should already know who he is and what he does. But if you don't know, hop on over to my man's channel. Check him out. He talks about everything from sports to life to manhood to holidays. Hot topics. He got that smooth 95.9 after dark voice.
Man, him and Chris will put me to sleep.
Yeah. They got it going on. So make sure that you hop on over there. Yes, hot boy. DC is not a city, but don't tell them dudes up there that it's not. They think that it's a city. They think that it's a state. They think that it's a country. That's why I have so many problems with DC. They just think that it is the bee's knees. What's going on, Attitude Pop? Thank you for dropping by. All right, next game. We have the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy taking on your favorite Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Derek Carr's not playing.
I'm sorry. Jonathan Stidham.
Yeah, Jonathan Stidham. But
when he gets hurt,
gonna look so pretty though.
But when he gets hurt, Derek Carr's gonna have to come back in the game because Bose is gonna rock that dude.
Purdy gonna look pretty. Yeah, we're going to San Francisco. Shout out to my homie Jonathan who passed away. He was a big San Francisco fan. Miss you, buddy. He would have been so happy with what the 49ers had done in the last couple of years. So yeah.
Brownie is such a hateful person. 18 interceptions, bruh. They would not let him play that long. If he got 4 or 5 interceptions, he would be benched so fast. Oh damn! Oh, that's right. They sent him home.
Yeah, they sent him. They sent him home. Like, I sent home. Never mind.
I'm going with San Francisco 49ers. All right. In a semi-decent matchup with playoff ramifications on both sides for both conferences, we have the New Jersey Nets. Oh, I'm sorry. The New York Jets versus the Seattle Seahawks. What you got
now? Look, this is actually a game that has implication for the Steelers. So I need Seattle to win. I need Geno Smith to go out there and play like the Geno Smith that we hope he is. So I'm going with Seattle.
That we hope he is. I hope he's the Geno Smith from the New York Jets. That's who I hope he is. I'm not a Geno fan. I didn't like West Virginia. I didn't like him when he came in the league. He was just a little too arrogant and thinking that he was supposed to be a first-round pick when he wasn't really that talented to me. And for that reason, we got Mike effing White returning to the starting lineup for the New York Jets. So with that pick, I'm going to go with the We'll go with Seattle to win that. They at home. They got 12 man. I ain't stupid. I'll go with them. Dupe, thank you for stopping by. Happy holidays to you as well.
Okay, happy holidays to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Okay.
But listen, I think Mike White makes the New York Jets a contender. I think he makes them a lot better because your boy Zach Wilson he wasn't ready. I don't think he was ready for the big city. Coming from Provost, Utah, or whatever they got going on over there. Yes. All right, Brodney. Listen, Gino proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wrote him off, and he didn't answer, nor did he write back. Gino's been balling out this year. I can't take anything away from him. He's been balling out. He's been playing a lot better. I just want to see, can he do it again next season? But more props to him. I don't really dislike him now. Like, he's taking over for Russ, and apparently they got something going on with the system up there. Pete Carroll has an offensive system that works. Because listen, look at Russ Wilson last year and look at Russell Wilson this year. So apparently that system does wonders for quarterbacks. Shout out to Geno Smith for doing his thing, even though he's been folding down the stretch. Shout out to him. So in our next game, which might be a good one, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Who you got in this one, Suge?
I mean, shout out to Kirk Cousins. I said he's serviceable. He's a lot better than Derek Carr, so I'm going to need him to win this weekend. So I'm going with Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Christian Watson is actually playing Romeo Dubs. Even though he came back, he's still dropping passes, and he doesn't look like he's ready for prime time. The Packers still have that running game, and their defense plays solid some of the time. I'm gonna go with Minnesota as well. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Rams playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
These ain't Los Angeles teams. Stop calling them that.
These are
wannabes. You know what a wannabe is, right? Eazy-E called Dr. Dre a wannabe. These are wannabe LA teams. They're not true LA teams. Screw them both. They can go to hell.
How the Chargers? I mean, the Rams. How are they not an LA team?
They're not an LA team. They're
Didn't they start in LA?
No, I think they were St. Louis before.
No, they weren't. They were LA back in the 80s or the 60s.
Well, they were LA back in the 80s, but before
in the 60s.
I think it was St. Louis.
No, they were only St. Louis when they won the Super Bowl.
I don't think they're originally. I don't think one of them. I don't think they're both. Let's see.
Now, of course, San Diego wasn't. I mean, the Chargers weren't originally LA, but I could swear that the Rams originally originated from Los Angeles, California.
I don't think they did.
California.
No, they originated from Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, you talking about back then?
In the 1936, in 1947, the team relocated to Los Angeles.
Well, listen. So when football first started, the first 10, 12 years when football started, they didn't have any West Coast teams.
Yeah.
When it first started. And the Rams became like the first one. So
yeah, but they really were.
Stop it, Suge. Stop it.
They were from Ohio. Anyway, I don't really care about this game. Let's just move to the next game. I'm not even gonna pick because they're both wannabes.
So listen, I got to give props where props is due. Yes, thank you, Mr. J. Thank you, Rich. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
first time for Mr. J for the first time ever he's been right.
Yeah, that's a lie. I'm gonna give props to Justin Herbert for making the playoffs for the first time. Yeah, I think he's gonna ball out. He's happy. They can play loose now because they don't have that pressure of one more win, we get into the playoffs to fold. I think he's gonna go out there, sling the ball around, get it up. Big Red said I pick LA to win. I pick LA to win too. But what LA team, Big Reg? I'm picking the Chargers. The Chargers.
Baker Mayfield about to go throw 400 yards right now. Watch.
Yeah, I forgot about him. So they damn sure gonna lose that game. Then that brings us to the all-important Sunday night football, where we have the Schlitzburg Squealers coming to M&T Bank Stadium to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Look I'm gonna tell you like this, Hendo. Unlike Baltimore, Kenny Pickett is like Space Mountain. Everybody wants to get on that ride, and they'll wait an hour to get on it. So I'm telling you right now, Kenny Pickett is coming into the bank to rob it, and he about to sling that ball all over the place to George Pickens, to Deontay Johnson, to Pat Fryermuth, to Najee Harris. Steelers all day, baby. Here we go.
Facts, Brent. Ride is out of service. He gonna see Roquan Smith and have flashbacks, and we know what's going. And we know what's going to happen. There. So what's your score prediction?
I say 21-14 Steelers.
21-14 Steelers. So if you saw the show,
no, I take that back. Sorry. I take that back. My bad. 21-15 Steelers.
21-15 Steelers. Well, if you saw the show yesterday on Lunch Break Hot Take, myself and Dave on picked Pittsburgh to win 20-17. I'm standing by that. Pittsburgh is going to win this game.
Your bad luck.
20-17. Listen, when all the Ravens fans come together and pick Pittsburgh to win, that means you're going to lose.
Exactly.
That means
you're all a bunch of bad luck.
We're bad.
Legend.
You were bad luck. How about you're just not a good team? How about that?
Yeah. We're a couple players away.
Oh man, Reg even picked Pittsburgh. Y'all in trouble now. All the Ravens fans.
Shout out to Big Reg. Big Reg is a big homie. I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Daniel Franklin. Yes.
No ride for none of us. Pause.
Rodney said, if you saw the show yesterday, these two people weren't on the show.
No, we were not on the show. But during their prediction section, this is what we did. And if he did. And if you love more comedy like this, check out Lunch Break Hot Take every Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Fire show. Rodney is a total comedian.
Very, very much a comedian.
He is very dedicated to his craft, and he is hella funny.
I'm surprised he's not pulling the line right now. Drop the link. Drop the link.
drop the link and let's talk about it.
Right? I'm gonna start doing that to everybody. Drop the link. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Reg. I think we lose both games. Now, my thing is with Jamar Chase back for the Bengals and T. Higgins healthy, I want to see what actually happens when we play each other, because Ravens fans had so much to say the last time when we played Cincinnati. What's going on, Agent E? Thank you for stopping by. Bro, you are not late. As long as you show up, you are on time, whether it is live or replay. You are on time. But let's get to this last game, though. Listen, for once, I am so happy that we actually have a Monday night game worth watching. It's going to be, I may even have a drink for this game, because after this Saturday, I am off until January 17th. So it is what it is, homie. Monday Night Football, we have the Buffalo Bills traveling to Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the AFC North division leading Bengals. Who you got in this game? I think it's going to be a tough game.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Buffalo's kind of on that. I think they're feeling a little, not feeling too good about themselves, but they can still put up points. They can still play defense. Josh Allen's still Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs is still Stephon Diggs. Mm-hmm. But I said it in the beginning of the year. I did not like what Cincinnati was going to do. I was hoping they were going to be put out early, and they have clawed their way back in. We should have put
7 straight wins.
Misery. We should have put them out of their damn misery, but we didn't. So I think Cincinnati wins this game. I think Cincinnati wins the AFC North, and I think Cincinnati is going to get beat back in the AFC Championship game.
All right. You watching who trying to up what game? What are you talking about, Rodney? I don't know what you mean. I honestly don't know what you mean. I really don't.
I mean, are you talking about old man gamers?
Old man gamers being back?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think he is. Brian's talking about old man gamers being back.
Whew, Davon says third. Listen, for me, I'm even Agent E, even if Lamar plays, how we gonna score with them? How? I think listen, Now, I think for Monday night, if the Bengals go out there and put it to Buffalo, it's going to be a serious problem. Like the Bengals are going to be a serious problem. Their offensive line has finally.
I think they're a serious problem no matter what.
I mean,
I
they
think
are,
figured it out.
but if
I think they figured it out.
If they Kansas City Buffalo, like they did Kansas City the last 2 times they played them. Sheesh. Yeah, I think Cincinnati's going to win. I think Cincinnati's going to win the next 2 games. I think the Ravens are going to lose the last 2. In the preseason, I predicted the Ravens were going to go 10-7, and everybody told me I was stupid and I was wrong, and I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. We got Greg Roman and Jonathan Harbaugh, and we were going to go 14-3, 15-2, whatever. All right.
It looks like you got a stream elements from Mr. Rodney.
Oh, word. Oh, Rodney wasn't in here when they had him.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, Rodney, Lamar, Digital Lamar's PCL is also hurt right now, so you can't.
Yeah, Digital Lamar is not showing up today. He decided to take the week off because it was a holiday. I'm not for certain, but thank you, Rodney, for the $10 tip. He said, "Love y'all guys. Old Man Gamers will be back really soon, probably beginning of 2023."
Shout out!
Hey,
shout out to Old Man Gamers. Everybody that's here, we have 34 people here. Go to Old Man Gamers and subscribe.
It didn't pop up. I heard it. It didn't pop up, but I heard it in my ear. That's crazy. That is crazy. Come on, what? What are we doing? What are we talking about? Come on, what? What happened? What I missed? That's what I'm saying, Raven C. Listen, Brady need to get that channel up and running. We need to get it popping. Listen, so I got the perfect idea. So, being that it for the most part with everybody depending on, it doesn't even depend on what coast you're on. Most people late at night on Saturdays pretty much are off. So we get that Old Man Gamers popping. We get that Discord where we all get together and play. Brodney and the boys, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you got, let's get it on. I'm telling y'all that. I'm not misrepresenting your words, bruh. Hey, Big Reg, I thought you was on my side, homie. No, it's Brodney and the boys and Old Man Gamers. Don't forget, Mr. J, go over there and vote. That's right, Agent E, Team Xbox. That's how I know. That's how I know Agent E don't know what he be doing. Because he got an Xbox. Team PlayStation over here, buddy. Uh-oh. Mr. J growing that beard. He growing that beard. There used to be a song out called Peach Fuzz back in the day. That's what Mr. J got going.
I had a peach fuzz in high school. It's crazy now. Oh yeah. If you can look at my high school pictures, like it was like middle school. I had like a little this was barely coming in. Now I look like an old ass man.
Why am I getting I'm getting weird texts from people and I'm getting sent StreamYard links. Why is this happening?
Weird. Did Lonnie drop the link?
I don't know. Listen, Brodney.
Brodney's very mad right now.
Right, Brodney is on one today. And just so we don't make him any madder, maybe we need to end this. Y'all, listen, everyone. I appreciate you all for stopping by and hanging out with us for almost an hour and a half. I appreciate everybody. I love y'all. And listen, just so that we don't make Brodney any more upset, I think we need to end this because I don't need my man hot and bothered and just upset going into this new year. Turn over a new leaf. So my man Sugarton, Sugar Claus, Sugar, as we call you. Let the people know where they can find you.
Well, first off, thank you, Hendo, for having me on. It's always great talking football with you. And you can find me possibly this Sunday reviewing the Steelers-Ravens game with Hendo on Sunday. So make sure you come hang out with us then. Tomorrow, though, Late Night with Suge Knight is my new podcast where I just hang out with people and we talk about whatever and anything. That's on my channel. Tomorrow, I have my good friend Chris Anthony Lopez, and if you want to talk about, you want to hear two people just talk about everything and anything, tomorrow will be your chance. He will talk anything, everything. We're going to be probably bouncing around like crazy. So come hang out with us tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. PST, 11:15 Eastern. Will be on my channel, and then on Tuesdays I do Still Conspiracy, uh, with my co-host Garnett West. But he's been having some personal issues going on. So Hendo and Bronny have been filling in when they can. Maybe I'll convince Davon to jump on this weekend on this Tuesday. I got to hit him up and ask him. But Tuesday, Steel Conspiracy with that Steelers and Ravens talk. Just make sure to hit that subscribe button, like button, share it. Really appreciate it. And then you can also find me on Suge Knight 1323. I've been playing a little bit more Xbox. Been playing some Apex, been playing some Skyrim, been playing some Call of Duty. So I'll start be on there more. So come hang out. Once again, appreciate all you guys for hanging out here. Hope you guys have a great night. Happy New Year. If we don't have a great rest of the year, and Happy New Year. And we will see you in the new year on Sunday with Hendo talking Steelers and Ravens.
Indeed. Yes, this is the last stream of 2022. I hope we made it a good one. I hope you all enjoyed what we had to bring tonight. So, listen, I was thinking, Suge, maybe we should stream the game.
If I'm coherent, sure.
Who cares? You don't have to be coherent. It is what it is. It's game time. You know what I mean?
You just want me in a chair like this?
Oh no! If you're asleep,
yeah, remember the game is New Year's
Day night.
So New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, I'm gonna be.
You have pretty much a full 22 hours, 20 hours to get yourself right.
Look, if you all want us to watch the game, I will watch the game with Endo if he wants to do it. I know that's a 4-hour stream. That's gonna be a long time.
It's more than 4 hours because we still have to do the after party stream. So
shit. It is what it is. You want to do it, Hendo? I am down to do it with you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You'll have to do most of the talking. I'm just there to be there. I'm here so I don't get fined. Pretty much is what I have to say. But gotcha. We'll work out the minutia of the plan and figure out what's going on. Oh man, I forgot. I had some videos to show y'all. I didn't even show y'all the videos. You know what I mean? Your man, I forgot to ask. So listen, before we go, I'm not gonna play. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, 3 hours ain't nothing. It's not 4. We can do a little something. What? What's that?
What is that? What did he say?
I don't know. Something about my faces. I don't know.
You do. Yeah, you do have a good looking face. This face is ugly.
Nah, I mean, I may be easy on the eyes. Ain't nothing special. You know what I mean? Listen,
you special to me, Hendo.
So, Mr. J, actually, I got the FSU game playing right now. So, yes, I will be watching the game. Now, after the stream, once again, if you are a patron of mine, you can hop in the Discord or you can come to StreamYard and hang out with us after the streams if you join the Patreon. If not, do your thing. But once again, before we leave, Suge, I'd ask you some questions as an outsider looking in. As far as the construction of the Baltimore Ravens, the deficiencies that we have at the wide receiver position, just the neglect on offense in general, just this philosophy as a team, even having an unanimous MVP at quarterback, unanimous MVP at quarterback. Who would you say is more to blame with the Ravens' ills? Would you put that on Harbaugh or would you put that on Eric DeCosta?
I mean, if you're the way you guys have drafted and not picked up free agents, I would actually have to blame Eric DeCosta.
You blame Eric DeCosta? I mean, I would put blame on both of them. I just think Harbaugh has too much.
I blame both, but I think Eric DeCosta. You guys have missed out on some free agents, and you've missed out on some draft picks.
This is true. Raven C says Harbs. So look, Raven C says Harbs, and this is your man. Like your man normally is upbeat and just full of lies and just ready just to tell whatever he feels at press conferences. But this is the one time I've seen this dude get gun shy.
John, with Lamar, it was reported that he had a PCL injury. Do you know if that's a strained or sprained situation?
Yeah, I'm not really not for me to say. We're just coaching the guys out here right now.
Wow.
That dude got silent. He's like, "It's not me for me to say."
Real quick.
What do you want me to do? Like,
that looked like he was being interviewed by a cop. He was like, I'm remaining silent.
So yeah, Raven. See, I would agree with the fact that a lot of picks were for Harbaugh. They were geared toward the philosophy that he wanted as a team. But for me personally, Eric DeCosta, he's a veteran GM. He's been around this organization a long time. My thing is, in any job that I do, I don't care what direction. I don't care what direction you want to go in as an organization. But if you're going to fire me, you're going to fire me off of something that I did or did not do. My job is dependent on my own merit. My job isn't going to be dependent on how well I kiss your ass. So if you're the general manager and you've learned under one of the greatest general managers in the history of the NFL, in Ozzie Newsome, you lay claim to your job and you say, "Look, I know you want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl too, bro. I was here." So take charge of your team and get the people that you need to get. Now, could it just be that this man can't evaluate talent? Because I was sent a video today. Okay, I can't lie. I made something that kind of tickled me a little bit, but I put a lot of this on Eric DeCosta because the acquisitions that he made a couple of good trades with just the talent that he brought in. We said it earlier. You can't have an injured team and bring in injured people. But this is, for me, I feel like most of it is Eric DeCosta. But this is what, everybody likes to say, "Oh, EDC, every dollar counts." This is what EDC means to me. So that's what EDC means to me. It doesn't mean every dollar counts.
And you're just throwing shots.
Pew, 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 pew. Listen, this is the end of the year, bro. You got to let it all hang out. You got to get it all off your chest. So when you go into the new year, you go in fresh, rejuvenated, revived. You go in with a different mindset than the year prior. So I'm letting all of it hang out. Yes, Dave, on every Dollar Tree counts, because that's exactly where we get it. First, that was our tribute to Eric DeCosta. Everybody has their own meaning to what EDC stands for and means to them. That's what EDC means to me. He said, "What's going on?" He said they're going to trade him because he has all the power and the media is flipping on them and they can't take this trade. Will be massive 17s at least. That's true. I just think that they're going to trade Lamar or he's going to leave. Everybody's going to get fired. Everybody's going to get fired. You think it means continuity? Is that what Eric DeCosta means to you, continuity? Because to me, it means failure. Now, listen, as far as the organization goes, they make money. They're profitable. They sell tickets, seats, merchandise, all that other stuff. But when it comes to playoff success and winning championships, it's not it. It's not it. I know you were being sarcastic. I know you were. I know you don't like them. None of us do, because I don't think too many Purple Patrollers come to my streams. I don't think they like to hang out with us. They don't like what we got to say, because we're negative in one hand, but truth tellers in the other. You pick which side you're on. But once again, Suge, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, bro, for always coming over to the channel to hang out. You are always welcome, as well as the rest of the crew. Just let me know, because we got to figure something out for this off season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Until the big news comes with Lamar Jackson on what his availability is going to be towards this team, we got to figure something out, because it's not going to be a whole bunch to talk about with the Ravens, the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? We may have to pivot to somebody else. Indeed, I love y'all too. Indeed. So we'll figure something out. We'll decide if we'll do the show twice a month or continue each week. It depends on how y'all feel about it. If y'all actually like the show.
Leave a comment. leave a comment and let us know what you guys want to see. If you want to see, what you guys want to see from Hendo. Don't be
So you
afraid.
guys see my man Brodney.
He's a man of the people. He will do what the people want.
Facts, living legend. 2 negatives equal to positive, but they don't know that. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll try to get y'all what y'all want. You tell me what to talk about, I'll talk about it. Yeah, I mean, we'll bring people on here and get both sides of the coin. I just don't like people telling one side of the story, because sometimes you got his version, her version, and the truth. And I try to stay in that middle lane. So remember, always think for yourself, never give in to conformity, formulate your own opinions. And most importantly, don't be an Eric DaCosta. Be somebody important. Be yourself. And we out.